If you're thinking about starting a successful YouTube channel in 2020 right now, then this video is for you. Now you might be wondering, this girl has 0 subscribers and 0 views. How is this girl going to teach me how I can grow? Well, I do have a second channel that has almost 40,000 subscribers. I struggled so much. It took me 4 years to get to 7,000 subscribers. And the 4th year was last year. And between October till now, I have gained almost 40,000 subscribers, and I learned so much, so I felt the need to start this channel so I can teach all you guys everything I have learned along the way. And I have learned so many tips and tricks, and if I knew all these things before I started my YouTube channel, my channel would have been way bigger. I have so many tips and secrets, so if this seems like something you might be interested in, please consider subscribing, or you can wait till the end of the video, as well as the bell icon. So make sure you hit the bell, because the bell will just make sure you get notifications every time I post a video, and you guys will want those notifications because you need these tips. Let's get into the first way you can start and grow quickly on YouTube in 2020. So I have about 11 tips which are all really important. They're all connected. They can work on their own, but they work best together, so make sure you stay till the end. Number 11 is like my favorite point of all time, but we're going to start with the first one, which is one of the most important ones as well, and this is what you need to do before you start your YouTube channel. And this is nothing you need to buy. It is nothing like that. It is 100% to do with you, with your mindset. Everyone wonders when the best time to start a YouTube channel is. I will tell you right now when the best time to start a YouTube channel is. 10 years ago was the best time to start a YouTube channel. Now, unless you have a time machine to go back to 2010 to start your channel, the next best time to start your channel is right now. Now, the reason I will say right now is even if you watch this video 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the best time will always be right now. There's no such thing as January. There's no such thing as Monday. Just start now. Tomorrow never comes. It's all about your mindset. You have to decide that you want to start a YouTube channel and then just go for it. Just do it. And once you have decided, this will take us to our second point, which is you need to know why you want to start on YouTube. Now, there's lots of YouTubers in here that will say, don't start your channel if you're just doing it for the money. Throw that out of the window. Ask yourself, what is your intention? You don't have to come on YouTube to teach people stuff. You don't have to come on YouTube to copy anyone else. Just decide for yourself. It could be you want to be an entertainer, you just want to entertain people, you want to make people laugh. You could be starting on YouTube because you want to teach people something. You want to teach them how to bake, how to drive, how to do YouTube. You just need to ask yourself what your intention is, what the reason is. And by the way, if your reason for coming on YouTube is to make money, that is absolutely fine as well. The next tip is after you have decided. You've decided, okay, fine, I am ready, I'm doing this, I know why I want to do YouTube, I know why I want to start my channel, I'm ready to start. What do I need? The best advice I can give you is to start with what you have. A lot of people start YouTube and you don't maybe realize exactly how much effort goes into it. Like I said, I've been on YouTube for 5 years, and the main reason why I wasn't growing, honestly, is because I really just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have access to all the information I have now, and now that I know it, I'm using it to grow way faster, and I'm helping you grow. If you have a camera, that is awesome. You can start with your camera. If you don't have a camera, use your phone. Most people right now are using phones that have great cameras that can't even compare to the cameras that were being used 10 years ago. Now, I'm not going to say you can start with the worst quality ever. Get like a camera from the 90s and start filming and just hope that people will be like, it's fine that the lighting is bad and that everything is fuzzy, we're just going to watch this. No, you should try your best to have the best quality you have access to. And right now, phones do have amazing quality. If you wait to buy your gear, if you wait to say, I want external lighting, I want a ring light, I want a microphone, I want all these things, it's going to take you forever to start a channel, and it's just going to make you continue to procrastinate and procrastinate. So start with what you have. For the camera, like I said, you can use your phone. For lighting, you can use natural light. I'm using natural light right now. There's a big window in front of me. So natural light is actually the best light. I do have a ring light, but I always prefer to use natural light as it is the best lighting and it is free. Lighting is way more important than the pixels on your camera, because the lighting just makes the video, it will make everything look so much better. Even a camera that's not amazing, if a lot of light is let in, it's going to make you look nice and clear, and it will make the video look more professional. So please try and use the best lighting. And something that is highly overlooked on YouTube is sound. bad sound can make you change the channel. If you're watching a movie and then maybe the words are behind the person talking, or there's like a fuzzy sound in the background, there's a high chance that even if there's excellent quality, you're still going to click out of it. So make sure you have good audio, and by good audio, I don't mean you need to buy a microphone. What I did for a long time, I just record with my phone, I open the voice memo, record my sound, and then just sync it up with the video. And by the way, if you don't know how to sync video and sound, it is very easy. All you have to do is clap. You make one loud clap like so, and that will make a huge spike in your audio, and that will make it very easy for you to just get your video, see where the spike is, take out the sound and blend it with the audio where the spike is, and your video will be easily synced up. It won't take hours and hours, which leads me into my next thing, which is editing software. I use Adobe Premiere Pro personally, and that is because I did study communications. I have a degree in media studies, and I majored in television and public relations, so we did learn the basics of Premiere Pro and all that. If you're using your phone to film, I suggest using editing apps that are made on phones. There are so many. iMovie, if you have a Mac, is really good, and then there should be, I will put the name on the screen of the actual editing software, and there are actually a few free editing softwares that you can get. If you're not sure if you really want to go into YouTube yet, I would suggest you don't invest heavily. Just start with what you have, and then later on you can go ahead and edit. My editing is so simple. I'm pretty sure even if I edited this same video in iMovie, the quality wouldn't be that different because I don't add like a lot of effects and all that. I just get straight to the point because I want to get this information to you. It's mainly jump cuts and adding text. The third tip is to bring value. This is how you're going to get views, and this is how you're going to get subscribers. Now, when I say bring value, I don't mean someone should feel like, I learned the most amazing thing I've ever learned after watching this girl's channel or this guy's channel. No. Bringing value can be in any form, but the value should come from, one, you being confident on camera. Now, I know everyone can't just come on and be confident on camera from nowhere, but the number one place where your confidence will come from is you being passionate about what you're talking about and knowing what you're talking about. So if I came on here and I decided, I think videos talking about YouTube are suddenly going viral, and I just go and do a little bit of research, but I don't care that much. I just want to get the views and I don't care about anything else. There's a chance that I might not be so confident on camera because, one, I don't know what I'm talking about, and two, I am not passionate about it. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the money part, and this is to do with if you decided to do YouTube purely because you want to make money. This is where you need to put the making YouTube for the money and doing what you're passionate about together. If you are only doing YouTube for the money and there is absolutely nothing you're passionate about on YouTube, and the whole process of making videos and posting them and doing all that is like of no interest to you, it is going to be very, very difficult for you. So let's say you're going into university right now, right? And you're choosing what you want to do. And maybe you're very passionate about art, but there's a very low chance that you're going to make money, and it's not really guaranteed. It's kind of difficult. And then you discover that being a doctor pays way, way more. It's a secure job and you make a lot of money, but you hate the idea of practicing medicine and just reading the stuff really bores you. You can go and study to be a doctor very well, that is fine, but if it's going to take you 7 years just to get there, it is going to be so hard. You're going to be stressed most of the time because you're not enjoying what you're doing. It's going to be very difficult, and you might not even get a good job because you don't really want to do it, you're just doing it for the money. Versus if you go and study art, even though the guarantee is less, there's a high chance that you will make a lot of money doing art because you actually want to do it. So this goes a little bit back to the intention. The money will come in using some of these tips that I'm giving you because they will help you grow way faster. The fourth tip, now I am going in detail into something I mentioned into my last tip, which is pick a niche. Now I know there's lots of talk on YouTube about you don't have to pick a niche, experiment with so many things, and then there's other ones who are like niche down to the tiniest niche you can to get the most out of it. Now this is what I always say, you can't please everyone. If you try to reach everyone, you are going to reach no one, because no one's going to trust you. They're like, what do you actually know? You just talk about everything. Is there one thing you really know a lot about? When you're picking a niche, you want to be broad enough that you can talk about a bunch of different topics within the same niche, but you want to go small enough that you still have a good focus. And the best way to do this is to think of who your target audience is, and remember, always pick your niche to do with something you're passionate about. Now, niche can also determine how much money you're going to make on YouTube, because certain topics attract more money. They attract maybe older viewers, or they attract younger viewers. So I'm going to make a separate video all about money, how to make money, what determines whether you make more money or less money. So if you haven't subscribed yet, still consider subscribing. And if you are interested in learning specifically about making money on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up because it actually really helps. And then comment in the comment section below just like a money sign or a dollar sign, and I'll know that you want the video about money, because that will take a whole entire video by itself. I'm just going to touch on it a little bit here. So your niche can also affect how much money you make. So if you still think picking a niche is not that important, I just want to give you this quick example to make you really think of why having a niche is important. Let's say you are really hungry and you go to the mall and you're like, I am really craving some seafood right now. I want some nice shrimp scampi, I want some prawns, I want lobster, whatever. Oh, my mouth is even watering right now. If you're really craving some seafood and there's a whole bunch of different restaurants there, which restaurant are you going to go to? Are you going to go to one that has a variety of everything? It's got chicken and chips, it's got pizza, it's got pasta, it has seafood, it has everything you can dream of. Or are you going to go to the one store that only sells seafood? Like they only have seafood, they've got different types of seafood, but they only specialize in seafood. There's a high chance that you're going to go just to the one that sells the seafood because you're like, this is what they do, they are experts at this, they don't do anything else, all their attention is on this. There's a high chance that the food is going to be better. Think of your channel that way. The fifth thing is to do with the actual setup of the channel, and the reason I put this far in the list is because the first part of this is really not that difficult. If you have a Gmail account, you basically already have a YouTube channel. Everything will be laid out for you step by step. It will tell you what to do, so that is very easy, which is why I didn't bother to put a lot of that in this video. So once you create your channel, one of the most important things is your channel name. Now the reason your channel name is important is because people associate your channel name as your name. It doesn't matter if you use your real name or you use like a tagline. That'll be your name. Whether your name is Bethany, when a company wants to work with you, that's going to be your name. If you're planning to do YouTube in the long term, if you pick a name that's just like a random kind of thing or something that has to do with your channel, if you decide to change what your channel is about, your name might not apply anymore. And I can give you a perfect example. When I just started using YouTube a lot for the first time, I was looking for all these makeup videos, and then I found someone named Beauty Crush, and she was one of my favorite YouTubers. I still watch her till now. She looked like me, we had similar skin tones, and I could do similar makeup to what she was doing, and I was like, okay, I found this person, her name is Beauty Crush. But now, it's been a bunch of years later, she's married, she's got kids, she does more lifestyle videos, she does videos about her favorite books, and that doesn't really have anything to do with beauty. So a few years ago, she changed her channel name to Samantha Maria, and she has probably like 1 million or over 1 million subscribers, so everybody sort of knows her. It's easier for her to just change her name. But right now, if you keep changing your name or you're not sure what you want to do, I suggest just using your actual name. Like this channel, it is Angelica Walia. The B is kind of silent. But I just decided to use my name for this channel. Even my other channel is just named Angie B. In the future, if I decide to slightly change what my channel is about, my name will just flow very easily. It won't be that difficult. The channel banner. Your channel banner is so important because that is the branding of your channel. You want to make sure that your channel banner is pretty clear. It should say exactly your message. They should be the name of your channel. You should put what the channel is about, so you can just put like beauty and lifestyle or vlogs, whatever your channel is about. Just put a little, maybe 2-3 words about it, and then put your promise of when your videos are going to be, because people will know like, oh, if I subscribe now, I know if I come back next week there's going to be a new video. Okay, so the sixth tip is SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. Now I also need to make an entire full video on this as well because it is very detailed and will be very long, but I'll give you the basic idea. Search engine optimization is usually controlled by your title, your tags, your thumbnail, and your description. So this means that they should all blend, they should all be about the same thing, and your message should be 100% clear. Your title has to be something that people actually type in, which is why if you're doing vlogs, unfortunately it's a little bit more difficult to rank and to be found on YouTube because people are not searching for Angie goes to the mall, Angie's vlog 22. No. you have to put in something that people are actually typing. So you can test this out by typing in like half of it and see what YouTube suggests as the rest of the title, or even typing the full thing and then seeing the top 5 videos that pop up in search for you. Look at those titles and name your video something similar to that. Use the keywords. So for example, if your video is how to bake a chocolate cake with no eggs, you should name your video how to bake a chocolate cake with no eggs. Don't name the video like chocolate cake, because that's such a broad topic, and then in the video you're like, oh, I'm showing you how to make a chocolate cake with no eggs. Type in exactly what people will search for so that they can actually find you. Now your thumbnail should reflect something similar to the title, but your thumbnail should always be optimized for the people who are watching your video, which means people don't usually read your title that much. First they see the thumbnail, then they read the title. So the title is more for YouTube so they can push you to the right people, but your thumbnail is for the people. The 8th tip is content is king, but consistency is key. So the content is king, which means even if you happen to not always be as consistent, if you always give valuable content, I don't mean super HD crazy editing, no, if your content is just valuable, people will want to subscribe to you, and every time you post you'll be getting more views, you'll be getting more subscribers because you're offering valuable information. Now with consistency, don't only be consistent with posting, be consistent with your branding, be consistent with your value, be consistent with the information that people expect to get from you. Whether they want to laugh all the time, if they want to learn something from you, be consistent with that. And if you want to grow fast, honestly, the minimum you need to be doing is posting at least 1 video a week. And to be honest, my channel only started blowing up when I started posting 2 videos a week. But if this is a part-time thing and you're just starting out, 1 video a week is a great way to start. I also wouldn't advise posting every day because it will be overwhelming, and it's just difficult when people don't know you to get so much content at once. The 10th tip is to dream big but set realistic goals for yourself so that you can celebrate the small wins to motivate you. So right now on this channel, I have just started it. My first goal is to get my first 100 subscribers. And after I get my first 100 subscribers, my goal is going to be to get my first 1,000 subscribers. Then my first 2,000 subscribers, my first 5,000, and my first 10,000. That's how it is on my other channel. I have celebrated all my wins, and it will really, really help you. And this leads me into the 11th tip, which at the beginning I said this was my favorite, so you want to know this. I'm sure you've reached this point and you're like, why is she not talking about how I can make money? It is very, very easy. The information is easy. Getting it is not as easy, but if you use all these tips and tricks I'm giving you, it'll actually be much easier than you not knowing how to do it. So for you to be able to start getting paid, you need to be monetized, which means you switch on the ads on your videos, which means YouTube places adverts on your videos before people watch them. Watching them, like those little ads that pop up, the ones that skip through, that is how you make money on YouTube. Now to be able to switch on those ads, you need 1,000 subscribers minimum and a minimum of 4,000 hours of watch time, or 260,000 minutes, which means people have had to have watched all your videos together for 4,000 hours. Now if you're lucky, you can even do this in 10 videos. If one of your videos happens to go viral, you could even get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time from a single video. There's a high chance that it won't be your first video, but if you continue implementing these tools, eventually, quicker than if you don't know what you're doing, I promise you, you'll get a video that's just going to take off. You get your 1,000 hours, 4,000 hours of watch time, and then before you start getting paid, what you need to do is open an AdSense account, which is Google AdSense. You make an account with Google, and Google is the one that places the ads on your videos, and once you do that, you will be able to start getting paid by YouTube. And starting off is very difficult. You'll probably be making very little money. You can't make this your full-time job. But once your videos take off and you start the ball rolling and you start going and you just start making a good amount of money, you can sustain yourself. I'm sure you know, if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, the money has crossed your mind. I'm sure there are so many YouTubers who are buying houses and living the dream. So if you want to get those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time quickly, you just have to do everything I've been talking about. And remember that dedication is way more important than motivation, because motivation always runs out. You'd be like, oh, I'm gonna film 4 videos today, I'm motivated, and then maybe those videos just get like 10 views, another one gets like 15 views, and you're like, you know what, I'm demoralized, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Stay dedicated, stick with it, be consistent. I promise you the views are going to come, the subscribers are going to come. Eventually you start making money, you stay dedicated, and you will achieve the dream, guys. If you really believe this, comment in the comment section below if you didn't. Also, hit my face there if you didn't in the beginning of this video so you can subscribe. And next time when I post that video all about making more money, you'll get the notification if you switch on the bell. Also, watch the video on the side of the screen here when it's up so you guys can get more tips and tricks to start a successful YouTube channel in 2020. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.